Okay guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to Blue Point TV, where we'll talk about football and football related stories. Right guys, we'll talk about the Chelsea search for a new coach. As you know, Chelsea are now looking for a new coach, someone that will replace Mauricio Pochettino. And there are some names here already, that there are some lists that's a list already that the board wants to look at and pick their their candidate from there. And it's mad, it's crazy that for me, some of them here are not supposed to be here. Obviously, they said they want to go for a young coach that will, follow the way they want to build the club. They said they want a coach that plays possession-based football, that will always control the game offensively and defensively. And also they want to compete for title. Now for me, if you want to compete for title, competing for the league, for Champions League, these names that are here, I feel like there is no one for me that is up to the standard to take Chelsea to that level. Now the first name that is here is Kieran McKenna. This coach is the current Ipswich coach. He took Ipswich from League One to the Championship, and now from Championship to the Premier League. That will tell you that, he did well with Ipswich to bring them from League One to Championship, and then immediately from Championship to the Premier League. And this coach I thought he was once the former assistant coach of Manchester United. When Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was the Manchester United coach, he was the assistant to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But for me, I don't really know him. I don't know how well his team is playing. I don't know if they play this kind of football that the Chelsea board, owners and sporting directors, if he plays that kind of football that they want. But yeah, he is one of the candidates that Chelsea are looking at, and I think he is the front runner for now. Another one is Enzo Moresca. This is the current Leicester City coach, and also this one, obviously Leicester City will be in the Premier League next season, so he has already, brought Leicester City back to the Premier League, and he was also an assistant to Pep, former Pep assistant. So for him, I think he plays the game just like Pep, because he was Pep assistant, and if you watch Leicester City last season, that's how they approach the game. But I still think he is the step from Leicester Championship to Chelsea. I think it's too much. So for me, I don't think he would be the right man, but you never know. And then another one is Thomas Frank. Now Thomas Frank is the coach for Brentford. This one is the one that I'm confused, Thomas Frank, because obviously we were watching Brentford. Last season, they were not good at all. They really struggled last season. They finished, I think, between 15, 13, thereabout. That's where they finished in the last season. And also, for me, it's not even about where they finish. I feel like the profile of coaches that the Chelsea board are looking for, he doesn't fit in that profile. They want a coach that plays possession-based football, that will always control the game, holding the ball and dictating the game. Now, for me, Thomas Frank doesn't play like that. I don't think Thomas Frank is that kind of coach. I think Thomas Frank, for me, is a defensive-minded coach. He's that kind of coach that wants to hit team on a counter, that always want to sit back and defend. That's how Brentford play. I don't think he sees the game just like the way the Chelsea owners, sees the game. So, I don't think he's that kind of profile of coach that the Chelsea owners are looking for. So I don't understand why he will be here. So for me, that one, they shouldn't even go, talk about Thomas Frank. Then another one here is Sebastian Hoeneß. This Sebastian Hoeneß is the current Stuttgart coach. Stuttgart did well last season, and I think they will be in the Champions League for next season. I think it took them. I think they finished at the top 4 in the German Bundesliga. So, but for him, he has already turned down the job of Bayern Munich. I think this one will be difficult to get because he has turned down the job of Bayern Munich. Right. So if you watch the write-up, if you see the write-up here, say honest, the state of the list and this board expect top 4 and to challenge for trophies next season. So based on this thing that they are saying here, this coach is possibly the one that maybe could fit is Stuttgart coach because of what he did with Stuttgart already, you know. But he has already turned down the Bayern Munich job. So for him to turn down Bayern Munich job, how are we sure he will accept the Chelsea job? How are we sure he will accept the Chelsea job? So it's funny to say that this, board and owners, they want to go for a young coach. But I think there are younger coaches out there that are better than these 3. Let me forget about the Stuttgart coach because I feel like that one will be difficult to achieve. I feel like it might be difficult to get him because he already turned down a club like Bayern Munich, So I feel like it might be difficult. But these other 3, these other 3, I'm not sure of them. Especially Thomas Frank, he's not supposed to be there because he doesn't fit the profile. And for me, if Chelsea owners are looking for a young coach, why don't they go for Cesc Fabregas? For me, Cesc Fabregas would be better than these 3 for me because Cesc Fabregas already plays the kind of football. That's how he sees the game. He plays the kind of football. He approaches the game exactly the way that the Chelsea owners or sporting director wants, the way Pep sees the game. This is Barcelona, people that came out from Barcelona. That's how Cesc sees the game. He just took Como from Serie B to the Italian Serie A. This will be the first time they will play in the Italian league. And this is a very small club, by the way. They're a very small club in Italy, in Serie B. So he took them to Italian Serie A. This will be the first time that they will be playing, in Italian Serie A. So for me, why don't they go for Cesc Fabregas? And also, he has a history with Chelsea. This is a former Chelsea player. The fans like him, they love him. So if they will go for him, I think it's better. I think it's better for them to go for Cesc Fabregas. I feel like with Cesc Fabregas is an intelligent guy, is an intelligent person. The way he talks, the way he speaks, you will know that he knows what he wants as a coach. The only challenge could be if they will give him time because he's a young coach. He will make mistakes. It's normal for young coaches. So for me, if they were to go for a young coach, I feel like Cesc Fabregas his name should be here. They are supposed to put him in that list or in the list of coaches that they are going for. And I feel like Cesc Fabregas is better than these ones that are here. So that's my thought on this one. What's your thought? What's your opinion on the list, that are here, that the Chelsea ownership or board are looking at? So your thoughts and your opinion on this one. And also, please, guys, if you're watching the video on YouTube, subscribe to the channel Bluepoint TV. Like the video; it's really important. And also on Facebook, follow the channel Bluepoint TV. Share the video as well. Thank you, guys. Stay safe while I see you again. Bye.